When it comes to attraction, your face is obviously your most important trait. So in this video, I want to go over the 6 different ways that you can improve your face. Before I start, I want to ask you guys to like this video to boost it in the algorithm, as well as subscribing and turning on post notifications. This way you can actually see my videos when they come out. Not only that, but the type of content I make you only benefit from. Every single video I post has to do with self-improvement, helping you look better, feel better, and everything like that. So let's talk about the 6 things you can do to improve the way you look. Coming in at number 1, I'm going to talk about your hair. As a guy, your hair is one of your most important traits. First and foremost, you need to find a haircut that suits your face shape. The ideal goal is to get a square silhouette. This means that if somebody were to shine a flashlight on you, your shadow would have a square looking head shape. The reason is because this is considered the most attractive face. But for example, if you have a square head, it's better to have a shorter haircut. You already have the square shape in the first place, so you don't really need to do much. What you can do is make sure it's short on the sides and you can have some length on the top. For more circular head shapes, you want it to be longer. If your head were to curve right here in the middle, you need hair here to balance it out. It's going to give you that square shape no matter what your face shape is. Just make sure in general you have a more square or at least straight looking silhouette. I recommend going to a male hair salon or learning how to cut your hair yourself. We all know that when you go to the barber, you're taking a risk at ruining your hair, especially if you have this hair type. So you need to invest in those 2 things, and coming next is getting high quality hair products. This is my salt spray. It's in my bio if you want it. The reason I like this is because it has a slight vanilla scent and it adds volume and texture. The difference between this and other products is this is actually natural, not full of chemicals. If you look into the hair product industry, mostly every hair product is full of chemicals. So I'm always going to recommend the healthier alternative. The final thing you need to focus on when it comes to your hair is your hair type. If you have really straight hair, I highly recommend getting a perm. That's what I did. Just make sure if you get a perm that it doesn't look too obviously fake. This will end up looking goofy and not good. Also, make sure all the hair products you're using are high quality. And especially when it comes to shampoo, I don't recommend using shampoo more than 3 times a week. Shampoo is actually the reason you might have greasy hair. The reason is because your hair naturally produces oil and shampoo strips all of that out. Continuously stripping this oil out is going to cause an excess buildup of oil. So if you have greasy hair, consider using less shampoo. The second thing when it comes to attraction, in my opinion, this is the most important thing. This is going to be about your eye area and how to maximize it. First, let's talk about your eyebrows. As a guy, you want thick, masculine looking eyebrows, and you want the bottoms of them to be straight. You can achieve this by plucking them or lining them up with a razor. The ideal eyebrow shape is a slight upward slant at the top and a straight bottom. I recommend doing this with a razor, although tweezing is going to work as well. Tweezing is only better because it completely takes the hair out and it takes away from that shadow that could be there. So for the most quick and easy method, I recommend just shaving it with a razor. This is a Philips Norelco. I use it for everything. I shave my body hair, facial hair, eyebrows, everything with this. It's linked in my Amazon storefront if you want it, and this video is not sponsored. It's just a really high quality product and I love using it. Back to the eye area. It's best and most masculine to have dark eyebrows. You can achieve this by applying a serum nightly. An eyebrow serum may consist of castor oil and other items. Doing this is going to make them grow darker and thicker. If you're a blonde person, I recommend trying to dye them a slightly darker color. Doing this will really emphasize that masculine look. The next topic when talking about the eye area is your eyelashes. You can also apply castor oil to your eyelashes to make them grow darker and thicker. Male models actually use eyelash curlers before their video shoots. This decreases upper eyelid exposure, which I'll discuss later, as well as giving you that more luscious eyelash look. Talk about upper eyelid exposure and maxing your actual eye area as a whole. The most simple way to explain it is just squint. Squinting will train the eye muscles located over here. This is going to give you a more striking look. Alongside that, this could also make your cheekbones look better. I do recommend watching out because this can cause wrinkles. In order to avoid those wrinkles, I recommend getting an eye serum or a moisturizer. Apply this nightly and you should be good to go. Finally, on the topic of eye areas, let's go under dark circles. Dark circles come from a lack of sleep, lack of hydration, and more things. In order to reduce them as much as possible, like I said, I recommend an eye serum, but you also need to make sure that you're getting at least 8 to 10 hours of sleep every night. Along with that, make sure you're hydrated and drinking a lot of water. As for your eye area, for the most part, that's all you can really do. So number 3, and we're halfway through the video, so if you stuck around this long, make sure you go off and drop a like. For number 3, I want to talk about your jaw area. There's so many different ways to improve your jaw area, but let's go over the ideals. An ideal jaw area is going to have a sharp jawline, strong masseter muscles, and possibly even hollow cheeks. So let's start from the top down. Hollow cheeks can come from de-bloating as well as being in a caloric deficit to lose facial fat. Although this is true, a lot of hollow cheeks just come from genetics. Timothée Chalamet is a good example of somebody who has hollow cheeks genetically. And if you would like to de-bloat your face, I recommend drinking a lot of water and taking diuretics. Now there's an actual pill called a diuretic, which I don't recommend. This will completely de-bloat your face. It works. Bodybuilders use this method before shows to look a lot leaner. This can have some serious health effects, so I don't recommend doing this, but there are natural diuretics. Natural diuretics may include watermelon, coffee, and asparagus. Consuming foods like this will help de-bloat your face and just give you an overall better look. And possibly even those hollow cheeks we were talking about earlier. Alright, number 2 for your jaw, let's talk about your masseter muscle. As time has gone on, people in general have had worse and worse masseter muscles. This is because in prehistoric times we used to have to chew really hard foods, and nowadays we don't have to. Most of the foods we consume on a day-to-day basis are highly palatable and highly processed. This makes them easy to chew and we don't have to use our masseter muscles. What I recommend is Phalum gum. This is a really hard gum to chew and it's almost like rubber. Not only that, but it's really cheap and you can get it off Amazon. I'll put it in my Amazon storefront if you want it. Regular store-bought gum is going to work as well, but just not as good. I've also tried using jawline trainers and I don't prefer these. They have a lot of negative effects that I don't like. But if your goal is to solely grow your masseter muscles and you don't care about the side effects, you could get a jawline trainer. This could break teeth and also give you TMJ, which is an extremely painful jaw condition. So I don't necessarily recommend this. Masseter muscles can also be shown through a low body fat as well as low bloating, which is what I already discussed. Now let's move on to the actual under jawline area. You can improve this and the other 3 things I just mentioned by mewing. Mewing is when you seal your lips and place your tongue at the roof of your mouth. I can actually show you guys a before and after mewing. Here's before, and then here's with the tongue at the roof of my mouth. As you can see, this creates more room in your mouth and actually takes this to go up. Basically, the fat under your jawline has somewhere to go now. And a lot of people with bad jawlines just don't know this. So if you want to look better in pictures or anything like that, just start putting your tongue at the roof of your mouth. Make sure you're applying consistent pressure with your tongue. If you're under the age of 16, doing this can actually change your facial structure. It can actually push your maxilla forward, which will give you better cheekbones and a better, more defined jawline. Now at number 4, we have your neck. Your neck is basically visible at all times, yet people seem to not talk about it. In order to train your neck, you can do exercises like neck crunches and neck reverse crunches. And surprisingly, your neck will actually grow pretty fast. This is due to the fact that your neck is basically never trained. The most weight that your neck has to hold is the weight of your head. You can also improve your neck by improving your head posture. To do this, I have an exercise for you. Picture this hand as a wall. You want to walk up to a wall, place the back of your head on it, and tuck your chin like this. You should have a double chin, and you want to press as hard as you can. Doing this is going to train your head to sit in the right position, but also stretch and strengthen those muscles in your neck that are needed to give a good posture. I recommend doing this twice a week, as well as training your neck in the gym 1 to 2 times a week with the exercises I previously mentioned. At number 5, I have a good skincare routine. I think a good skincare routine is going to significantly help the way you look in general, and especially as you get older in age. A good facial routine may consist of taking certain supplements as well as a facial cleanser and moisturizer. I recommend the moisturizing facial cleanser from CeraVe as well as the moisturizer. And like I said already, this video isn't sponsored. The sad truth is a lot of guys really just don't care about the way their face looks. Not their face, but like the skin on their face. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of that is going to make a significant difference, especially as you get older. If you're looking to get good products for your skin, I recommend just looking at my Amazon storefront. I have a whole list of products you can get. The final thing I want to say about skincare is just making sure you don't take too much sun. Sun damage is actually the main thing that makes you look older. This is going to increase wrinkles and give you discoloration. Now, you know when you go out and you get tan, right? Getting tan, although it looks good, is actually bad for you, like really bad for your face. This is also how skin cancer is spread. If you really want to get tan, I do this by the way, is get a self-tanner. I recommend a face self-tanner that's water-based. This will keep your pores from clogging. Certain lotion or creamy-based self-tanners are actually going to clog your pores and give you acne. So find a self-tanner that's good for you. Now at number 6, I want to talk about your diet and doing drugs. Drugs are going to be the number 1 demise to the way you look, especially smoking and drinking. Smoking and drinking combined can actually 10x your aging process in your face. If you look at actors and actresses, you'll notice that the worst aging ones are the ones that got addicted to drugs or alcohol or whatever. Now, if you have an issue with any of these things, I recommend seeking help. This YouTube video is not going to help you, but it's so important for your health and well-being that you find help for that. Finally, let's talk about your diet. Eating a lot of highly processed foods and unnatural sugars is going to show on your face. It'll give you more acne as well as bloating your face, making it look fatter than it really is. Some healthy alternative to foods I recommend is chicken breast, broccoli, rice, and fruits. I'll explain this in depth in another video, but it's best to eat 1 gram of protein per 1 pound of body weight. This is going to be perfect for putting on muscle as well as keeping your face looking good. Now I've gone over the 6 things you can do to improve the way your face looks. I really hope this video helped you guys out. I actually use these tips, and as you guys can see, I'm a self-improvement content creator. I don't claim to be this insanely good looking guy, but I do look significantly better than I used to, and this makes just a whole difference in life. Everything I do seems to revolve some way around the way you look. And that's kind of why I'm here for you guys, because I want to help you guys look and feel just really confident in yourself. Because to make videos every single day, if I don't feel confident, I don't want to make these videos. So I have to use these tips that I give you guys in order to feel confident to make these videos. But yeah, that's about it for this video. If you want to see more content like this, just make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications. You guys' support is the whole reason I make videos like this, because I can help you guys to help me. It's a win-win. And for those of you guys who watched to the end, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you. Make sure you follow all my socials. I'm much more active on TikTok and Instagram, so you'll see a lot more content over there. Thank you guys. More content coming soon.